You get desperate enough that you go to y94.com and you go on the Beyond the Playhouse page and you send us something for the Love Doctors. We'll read it here on the show a time or 2 or 3 a week, depending on how many we get at y94.com. Love Doctors, Love Doctors. You're on the Love Gurus. I was married over this past weekend, and my parents are furious with me. They gave me a large sum of money to spend on the wedding and told us we could spend it however we want to have our dream wedding. So we did. We got married in Florida, and it was great. We actually hired people not at Disney, but close to Disney, to dress as Disney characters and officiate our wedding. However, it was not cheap, but it's what we wanted. To make it work, we had to make some compromises, so it was a pretty low-key reception. There was no open bar, and there was food available, but it was a food truck, and the guests had to buy their own food and drinks. My parents were over the top furious and curious where all the money went, and we said, well, we got ourselves a nice hotel, and we hired Disney characters to marry us. That's not cheap. They say that they were ripped off and actually are insinuating we owe them money. Do we?
I don't think so, especially if they're like, here's a bunch of money and use it however you want. I could understand if they said, here's a bunch of money. I think it would be a really good idea for you guys to have an open bar and get catering from here. At least give some specifics.
Put the asterisk in the give. Like if you said you could do whatever you want to, but you got to put that little note underneath there saying, but
you know what? Have
really
your
need
dream
to
wedding.
Use it this way.
Do whatever you want, but don't hire Aladdin and Cinderella to marry you.
Right.
Don't get it officiated by Mickey and Minnie, and we're good.
Yeah, don't say do whatever you want with it and then get mad. But I mean, could you imagine showing up to a wedding where then
You'd buy food?
Buying food, yeah.
It would be weird.
It would be weird, but could you imagine showing up to a wedding where Mickey and Minnie...
That'd be sweet.
There. Would you do that?
Absolutely not. I would.
Harry Potter?
Absolutely not. You know what? If I was given a lot of money, that lump sum of money is going to an open bar.
Oh, well, that's fair. That is fair.
For yourself.
If I could get a person dressed as a bottle of beer to be the officiant, then maybe we're talking.
Now, do you at least just to smooth things over with mom and dad be like, well, thank you so much. We're sorry there was a miscommunication, but just know that we got our dream wedding. Sorry.
That'd probably be the best way to end it, yeah.
I don't know. I almost feel like you just kind of stop talking about it for a while and hope it goes away and then wait for them to reach out to you.
Love Doctors, you're on the Love Gurus. I am 23 years old and still best friends with a girl I've known for years. We basically grew up together. They lived across the street and we did everything together and our families were very close. My dad always said my friend's dad was creepy, but he didn't ever expand on it. At one point, he actually even put a taser in my stuff once because he wanted me to be prepared if he was ever creepy, and I thought he was insane. Last week, my friend's dad sent me a DM about a photo I posted on social media, and I'm wearing a bathing suit, and he said, nice A, you take after your mom, and then he asked for more photos.
Oh!
I was creeped out, but brushed it off and didn't reply. Then it happened again, and I blocked him on social media, and my dad sent me a message recently saying, do we have anything we need to talk about? I know this isn't specifically a relationship question, but I'm wondering what you would do if this was you.
I think you just be honest and you say, remember that time you told me so-and-so was creepy? I got to tell you,
right.
He finally did it to me. I think if your parents tell you somebody is creepy, you need to believe them because they're adults. And as a child, you might not see it. My mom used to say it about my neighbor and she was like my childhood friend, her dad, and always said he was creepy. Then we did find out that he was like, he got in some trouble and was arrested and he can't be around schools.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely the creep radar right there. So, like Amy K's saying, adults, we have that radar. You can kind of, you can kind of figure out what the situation is. So, yeah, obviously, from the sounds of it, nothing happened with this person. So just say, hey, nothing happened when I was a child. You're good, Dad. Love you. But this recently happened.
Look at this photo.
What the actual what?
And that guy will probably get what he has coming to him. Well, and forget radar. You know something was said or happened years ago, probably involving your mom.
That's what I assume.
That too. I forgot. Yeah, he slid in with the mom.
You take after your mom. Something happened there.
Yeah, that's true. So that's why Dad probably didn't like that.
I feel like I almost wonder if it was like worse for him to give you a taser. Like, what could this guy have said?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I think you tell Dad about that one. Mm-hmm. You definitely do. Love Doctors. You're on the Love Gurus. I'm interested in getting married, and I know I found the love of my life. The thing is, I'm technically married to somebody else. My husband and I have been basically roommates for a while now, and that was okay for us. He knows it. I know it. We have kids together, and it's just worked. Well, I've been dating a man on the side for a bit, and I never necessarily told my husband, but I assume he wouldn't care. The guy I've been seeing recently proposed, and I said yes, but I've had to hide the ring, but I want to shout it from the rooftops. I still have a husband who, for all I know, might think the status quo is just fine and doesn't realize anything's wrong. How do I push forward with getting married to who I want to actually be my husband?
Well, first step, you got to get divorced from your husband.
I think first step, tell your husband you didn't know you guys were still in a marriage.
Hey, guess what? I'm engaged to not you. I know we're married. Yeah.
But so does your new fiance know that you're married?
That's how I have so many questions. How though? Like at first I thought it was going to be one of those, we're not divorced yet, but
We're working on it.
We're working on it. We're separated. No, I don't even. The husband has no clue.
And it's not even open marriage because he had the actual husband has no clue.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, first step,
Get divorced.
get divorced.
Yeah.
Second step, I just need to know, does the new fiance know about the husband?
Also, maybe wait to go ahead and shout it from the rooftops until you've also told some people you're getting divorced.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you can't go from divorced to engaged.
Might be a bad idea.
It wouldn't be the first time that's happened.
That's true.
Though.